Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over.
The wait is officially over. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and we have a show for you. We are going to discuss challenges that they have roped me into, overcoming challenges. We're going to talk to Bobby Clark Alexander from the ATL after the break, and we're going to discuss overcoming challenges and how, once you do that, you feel like, you're Rocky. Dun, 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 dun. You feel like you've really accomplished something. And last but not least, we're going to discuss things that are challenges, things that you did not know that were really nasty, things that around the house that are challenges for you, and you need to be looking out for because they can really get you sick. So we're going to jump right into challenges. And y'all know, Doc Rick has been here in a little while, but I have Bashan Jordan here, and he is one of these people who always likes to rope you into challenges. And this is what I should have been saying.
No.
And if y'all are wondering what that is, Lee, my producer, has this no pen. And sometimes we just don't know how to say no. But when it comes to wellness and fitness challenges, I always like to say yes. So, Since they always wrote me into challenges, I figured for the first 15, we can kind of discuss challenges that we've done and we've been successful at. Mm-hmm. And I have a new challenge for you all for the month of September. And I tagged you in it, so you already know what it is. But it's really going to be a challenge.
Yeah.
Like, the beginning is one thing, but the end is another. So stay tuned in the next 10 minutes, and we will tell you exactly what that challenge is because we want you to join the challenge. So my first challenge for this year was keeping to my resolution. Mm-hmm. Because we are in, September? How many of you all have kept to your resolutions? Look at Lee shaking his head. Yes, not most of you, but I have kept to my resolution thus far. So that has been a big challenge for me. My resolution this year was to drink more water. And sometimes you just have to keep them simple, be something that you can actually accomplish. And do you know how accomplished I feel right now that I have kept up this challenge of drinking more water?
And yes, you have.
See, and right, so you can actually attest to it.
And I'm going to wait for Dr. Riss so he can talk about the green water.
I drank, and
I don't get into it, but I just,
And I drink my green water every morning, my chlorophyll drops.
Yes.
And this is what I do. I go work out, and now, here's a new challenge. I challenge you all. This isn't the other challenge, but since we're talking about challenges, I challenge all of you all to get your children involved in working out with you.
There you go.
Because it's a really big thing, and especially, with our children in technology and on their iPads, on their phones, and just busy and everything else. Get them involved, and let's have some family time, and I'm going to be honest, even for me, sometimes it's hard to sit down and have dinner. We're running around, we're at practice, we have this, we have that, I have an event, whatever we're doing, we're all over the place. So Aiden and I started working out in the morning together, and it is so lovely.
Yeah.
And I don't know, it's really, bonding time, plus a family that works out together lives longer together.
There you go.
And it's just the little things, even if it's after school, when you get home, change your clothes and go walk around the block together. Take that time to find out what they've been doing, what's been going on at school. It's a new school year, I challenge you to, spend more time with the kids while exercising and doing your thing. And I know, Bashan, you spend time with your son.
Yeah, he's a workout freak, man.
I wonder where he got it from.
But
that's the point.
He's 7 years old. Well,
habits.
He's been like that for a long time, even, I don't know when it started, but.
Watching you.
Yeah.
You don't realize our kids watch us.
It's amazing, and it's like this dude always want to do exercise. Like, Dad, I could do push-ups. He's been on push-ups, I would say, since he was like 3 years old. And good. Like
real ones.
Yeah, better than most adults. I was like, wow. And then, he's always wanted to go to the park and the playground and work out on the little monkey bar things and do pull-ups and, all that. Oh, I'm doing sit-ups. And I was like, this dude, man. I was like, okay, that's good though. But
right.
Hey, start him early, so that we can get that mindset and they try to eat healthy, stay healthy, and be fit and all that good stuff. But yeah, I like it. I enjoy it. Like you said, it's a good bonding experience for you. Instead of just playing video games, or, they're playing on the phone or iPad or things like that. So, but, it's definitely a good
check,
time.
get fit, get moving, and
That's
get
right.
moving with your kids.
That's
Don't
right.
listen to them when they tell you.
I said no.
Don't listen to that, because your teenagers really don't want to get involved. But that's really, if you can start them young, great.
Yep.
But like middle school teenagers, that's when they really need to start moving anyway, so they can create these habits for through their adult years, so they can pass it down to their children. We want to create generational wealth. We want to create generational health.
Yep.
That is the good life. So what other challenges have we done this year? Let's see. Y'all had me sit on the wall for 5 minutes.
Yes. Yeah.
That was a challenge, and I completed it.
Uh-huh.
Doc Griggs challenged me to do my blood pressure on the air, and it was perfect. And that's only because, everything that I talk about on Wellness Wednesday, I actually do. And if y'all follow me on social media, you can do that on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, The Good Life Radio Show or Being Eileen C, The Good Life Radio Show or Being Eileen C. I actually walk the walk.
Yeah.
I don't just talk the
That's
talk.
true.
So in June, we did I was drinking water already, but then we did the water challenge where we're drinking half of our body weight in water. And at first I thought it was going to be a big issue. And it's funny, like my whole family's into it. My Auntie Sharon, my cousin Shamin, like we're all doing this as well. And when you see other people doing it, it reaches out to other people.
Yeah.
I've had more people be like, "Oh, Eileen, keep up the good work." And I'm like, "Oh, you pay attention?" Yes, people pay attention. And when you go to work with your big jug, they're like, "Oh, well, maybe I should try that." And just drinking more water can literally change your life.
Almost definitely.
And let me tell you how it can change your life, because Doc Griggs actually posted this. And so I was like, let me read what he put up, because, he's a doctor. So drinking about 16 ounces of water 30 minutes before meals can help with weight loss for obese adults, a new research suggests. The results of the small study need to be confirmed in bigger trials, though they say that researchers from the University of Birmingham in the UK, they studied a team about 84 obese adults. And everyone received a weight management consultation that covered lifestyle changes, better diet choices, and the benefits of more exercise. Then the researchers randomly split the participants into two groups. They asked one group of 41 volunteers to drink about 16 ounces of water a half an hour before meals, and no sparkling water, carbonated drinks, or sweetened drinks. They weren't allowed. It had to be water. The other 43 participants were just advised to imagine that they were full. After being tracked for 12 weeks, they did a phone consultation every 2 weeks with them to make sure they were keeping up. The group that drank water before their meals lost an average of 2.87 pounds more than those to imagine they were just being full. And throughout the entire challenge, they lost 9 pounds. And the other one lost about 1.2 pounds.
Yeah.
What? And all you got to do is drink water?
Drink water. That's amazing.
Right.
Yeah.
So
we take it for granted. Well, I know I don't drink at all every day. I don't drink enough water. I mean,
Bashans.
Well,
or shame.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you. But your body, after a while, your body's going to tell you.
Yeah.
You're going to feel fatigued, and you're going to feel dehydrated, and and even if you think, I get people tell me, I drink a lot of water. I say, okay, really?
Right.
How much
do you
do? Yeah, you think you do it. It's never enough. You can get to a point, but even if you think you're drinking enough water, you're not. You're really not. So and
I wish Doc Griggs was here to tell you how to check it, because I don't really like to be the one to tell you how to check it. But check your urine. And
exactly.
What does he say? By the color.
Yep.
If it's the same color that it was in the morning, then you're dehydrated and you need more water, like on a base level. So drink your water. It can only help you lose weight. Now think of that. If I drink water, it can only help me lose weight. So
water is the best fat burner.
Really?
Yep.
Who knew?
Water is the best fat burner. So you're trying to burn some pounds, then there you go. Drink some water.
Get your water in. So that was our other challenge that we had this year that I think that we've pretty much accomplished, and I'm still on. I actually have my water bottle sitting right here in front of me. We also did the Eat Local challenge for the month of June, which I thought was actually pretty fun. Doc Griggs and I know you participated somewhat in it, but the Eat Local, making sure that we ate, Louisiana homegrown.
Oh, I always do that.
Stuff.
That's all year round for me.
Yeah, and then, we can go to the French market and pick up stuff. They have the farmers markets, the Crescent City farmers markets around. They have one at American Can on Thursday, so that's tomorrow. They have one today at the French market on Wednesdays, and you get free parking for 2 hours at the parking lot right behind the levee.
Yeah.
So there's no reason not to eat local. And when you eat and you buy your vegetables and stuff, it actually ends up being cheaper, y'all.
Oh, yeah.
So let's try to eat local because,
And better for you if you go to these what do you call it?
You don't spray all the pesticides on it.
Exactly. Yeah. You go to these, what's the name of the market? Yeah.
The the farmers market.
Farmers markets. Yeah, there you go. You know, it's healthier. I mean, it's fresh. Like you said, it doesn't have all the extra stuff that we don't need in our body. You know, I'm just leave it there to stuff, because that's exactly what it is, just stuff that you don't need in your body. So yeah, definitely. I mean, I actually been thinking about starting my own little garden. You know, I don't know.
Really?
Yeah, man.
My mom actually has a garden, and she has it around a little fountain. And when I tell you she has like a basil, mint, rosemary, parsley, what is that? Chives. Yeah. I mean, she has like at least 8 or 9, maybe 10 different, herbs and things. And it's funny because when we go out there and she's cooking, she's like, oh, she'll give you the little vegetable scissors. And she says, can you go like cut me some chives and some parsley? I'm like, really? Yeah. And like tarragon and something else she does all the time. I'm like, but you can smell it in the aroma. You're like, this is really fresh. And when she cooks with it, it's a different type of taste.
Yeah. I mean, my dad has one. He's been working on it for almost a year now, and that thing's blooming.
You should tell your dad to share.
I mean, it first started with an orange tree like a long time ago.
For real?
Yeah, and for the longest we struggled. I say we because we both were trying to put our heads together to figure out why this thing wasn't growing. Uh-huh. And then just one day we finally found the right type of fertilizer to put around it. Mm-hmm. And next thing you know, this thing is a monster now. It's on the side of it. I mean, it branched over to the other people's house. I mean,
they're happy.
Yeah. Well, they're not even there, but yeah. And now he moved on.
I'll come pick the tree.
I went back there yesterday and he has watermelons back there.
Really?
Yeah. I was like,
oh,
whoa.
now we coming over.
I was like,
for real.
Man, it's rolling over there. I was like, okay, yeah, we're going grocery shopping over here.
Right, for real. And seriously, do you know how much money that saves over the course of the year? Yeah. Like, just say you didn't have to buy oranges for a year.
I mean, just think of the stuff that you use normally. Tomatoes.
Right.
If you eat all of, like you said, the parsley and things like that, you use for seasoning, so.
Right, and on Oliver's show, they were talking about this is the time to plant broccoli and garlic and things like that. Yeah. So, let's just take a challenge and do something different, open your mind. Take a little patch of dirt in the back and make it some green space. Yeah. And, eat local out your backyard and save some money in your pocket.
Amen.
Another challenge that we did before I go into the one that I'm going to give all of you today, because it's a little, but the last one that I personally struggled the most with, I was like, oh, I can't wait till this is over. The two-a-days.
Two-a-days, yeah.
The two-a-days. That was a rough challenge.
Well, I was going to say that. I said that's one of the challenges I got to give you props on, is the increase of exercise. So,
yes.
I mean, that's big time. So that's good, definitely. And going strong with it, too. I mean, we were just talking about Pilates earlier, and I never done Pilates, and that seems like a challenge. So.
Well, yeah, y'all. I'm starting my Pilates routine today, so I'm really excited about it. Yeah. And I usually see results in about 2 weeks. And it's not always, you don't always have to go out and join things. Bashans and I were talking because I am personally not a class person. I like to work out with him, and he does private lessons. So if you want something private, he can work something out if you're not a class person. I'm personally not a class person. Yeah. I can do videos or workout videos, but if you do like classes, he has all of that available as well. But the challenge I'm going to give you today, and so I gave it to Bashans earlier, is the 30-day plank challenge.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, the 30-day plank challenge. Is everyone ready for that? No. Okay. Is everybody ready for that?
No.
Lee, are you ready for it?
No.
I'm having too much fun with this little thing this morning. Well, the 30-day plank challenge will send your core strength through the roof. And so all you have to do is hold that position, nothing else. It looks pretty easy, but guess what, y'all? It's not. Nope. So day 1 through 2, you start off pretty easy. You do a 20-second plank. For the rest of the week, it builds up to 30 seconds to 40 seconds. So that's like week 1. And then week 2 is like 45 seconds to 90 seconds. And then you take a rest. And then it's like a minute and a half to 120. And then it gets like to 2 minutes. And then like almost 3 minutes. But it's a month. We have a month to do this.
Yeah.
And that's how you create habits.
Yeah.
So we're going to do this together, Bashans.
I got you.
And I'm going to tape you during the break.
I'm not trying to discourage people, but you're going to really feel how long 30 seconds is.
But this is the good life. We can do this.
Oh, 30 seconds, that's nothing. I can do that. Okay.
Right, but what does Doc Rick say? Get check, get thick, and move.
Oh yeah, look.
And this isn't even walking around the block. This is just doing a plank. And can you explain what the position is right before we go into break?
Yeah, sure. It's basically there's a couple of different ways, but you're on your forearms or your forearms and elbows. You want to make sure you're on the balls of your feet as well. You want your back and your body just lined up nice and straight. At the same time, you're focusing on keeping your core muscles tight, which is your quads, your abs, your glutes, which is your butt area. And
your butt.
Yeah, but you want to keep it nice and lined up. What you also want to try to do is keep your head straight and on a straight line, so that way you're not kind of sticking your butt up in the air and kind of it takes away. You see those people do that. So you want a nice straight line, arms about shoulder width apart, on your forearms and on the balls of your feet. And then you just want to keep your muscles kind of tight while you're doing it. And that's really what the plank is about. Just a nice, tight, position. It seems, easy in the beginning.
It'll
but
help everything tighten up, y'all.
In
a month.
Yeah.
So that is a good life. We're going to do the plank challenge this month. Bashans and I, we're going to do it. We get into challenges. So that's the challenge for the month. That's what we're going to do for September. We're going to take a quick break. And while we're discussing challenges, we're going to discuss overcoming challenges. So we will be right back with Bobby Clark Alexander from the ATL. And this is Eileen. This is A Good Life. And this is Wellness Wednesday.
WBOK 1230 AM presents the Generations Networking Mixer, Wednesday, September 2nd, 5 to 8 p.m. at the Half Shell Oyster Bar and Grill, 3101 Esplanade Avenue. The Generations Networking Mixer is one of a kind, giving professionals of all ages the opportunity to make a connection. Featuring music from Go DJ Black and Mild, speed networking every hour, door prizes, happy hour specials, and more. It's the Generations Networking Mixer, Wednesday, September 2nd, 5 to 8 p.m. at the Half Shell Oyster Bar and Grill, 3101 Esplanade Avenue. Come out and make a connection. And don't forget to bring your business cards.
Do you know anyone with less than perfect credit? At KB Enterprises, they specialize in restoring your score. Learn how to increase your credit score with 100% satisfaction guarantee. A+ rating with the BBB, 10-year track record of removing negative items including repossessions, foreclosures, bankruptcies, tax liens, student loans, and more. Kenneth Barnes and his team at KB Enterprises are excited about helping you restore your credit and achieving your financial goals. Whether it's acquiring a home or purchasing a car, don't miss this opportunity to change your life forever. For more info, give them a call at 504-577-4139. Log on to www.kennethbarnes.org and be sure to tune in to The Good Life on Money Mondays and get your financial tips for the week from Kenneth Barnes so you can live the good life too.
My hair is a mess and my man texts me telling me to be ready for 8. He has a surprise. What am I going to do? My stylist takes forever.
I got you. Call Ringlet Salon. I just left there.
Where?
Ringlet Salon. They took me within minutes and had me in and out in no time. Very professional, and I scheduled online at ringlets.com.
For real?
Girl, for real.
Does Ringlet Salon hook up your roots?
Looks like I got a perm, and you know I'm anti-chemicals. Ringlet Salon has my hair soft and bouncy. I'm getting the Brazilian Blowout Express next week. It eliminates frizz for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Okay, I'm all about Ringlet Salon. Where are they located?
Ringlets has 2 locations, one at 4712 Paris Avenue and one in the Hilton Hotel on the river. That location validates parking for 4 hours and is open on Sunday.
Perfect for a working woman like me. That's all I needed to know. I'm going to be fresh from my man.
You will if you schedule your appointment at ringlets.com. That's RINGLETTS.com.
Bye. Go and make my appointment with Ringlet Salon now.
Are you tired of that squeaking door, those uneven steps, or that room you want painted? Have you been looking for that trustworthy contractor that is licensed and insured that can handle all of your residential construction needs? Well, look no further. Elite Southern Solutions can handle all your residential needs. There is no job too big or too small that Elite Southern Solutions can't complete to perfection. Call them at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. To add value to your home, to update your bathroom, much needed storage, or finally remodel your kitchen, Elite Southern Solutions will take care of that water leak repair, those boards that need to be replaced after termite season. Call a contractor you can trust to get the job done right the first time. And that's Elite Southern Solutions. They are fully licensed and insured and will give you peace of mind. Call them today at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. That's Elite Southern Solutions, getting the job done right the first time.
The 73rd Annual Louisiana NAACP State Conference and Convention is September 24th to 26th at Nunez Community College in St. Bernard Parish. It's time to stand up to injustice. Register now at www.lanaacp.org or call 504-613-8805 or 504-450-8596 or 504-850-8596. Brought to you by the Louisiana NAACP, pursuing liberty in the face of injustice.
People are raving about Lil Dizzy's Cafe.
I liked it so much I went back the next day for breakfast.
I went for the lunch all-you-can-eat buffet, and I had to be rolled out of it.
I had many gumbos in this city, and I will say, hands down, Little Dizzy's is the best.
I felt loved when I ate the bread pudding. I literally almost cried.
You heard it here first. Lil Dizzy's Cafe is New Orleans' #1 Creole restaurant. Open 7 days a week, Lil Dizzy's pulls out all the stops with a mouth-watering all-you-can-eat lunch buffet featuring the best fried chicken and gumbo in the city. Enjoy a hearty breakfast and be sure to ask for the seafood omelet loaded. Lil Dizzy's Cafe, 1500 Esplanade Avenue in the historic Treme. For reservations or takeout orders, call 504-569-8997. For catering and private parties, call Miss Jerry at 504-324-9567. That's 504-324-9567. Lil Dizzy's Cafe, the best in the city.
WBOK 1230 AM, the People's Station.
Welcome to the good life. Welcome to the good life.
The wait is officially over, and the wait for the Generations Networking Mixer is over. It is tonight, y'all. Tonight at the Half Shell Oyster Bar and Grill, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Make sure that you come out and support at 3101 Esplanade Avenue, the Half Shell Oyster Bar and Grill, the Generations Networking Mixer. Last month's initial one was amazing. This one I know is going to be amazing as well. Janae has been outdoing herself. So make sure you come and bring your business cards. The Generations Networking Mixer, where, let's mix and match and, do a little business, because that's what the good life is all about. It's about making connections. If you're the smartest one in the room, you need to be what? In another room. For real.
Yeah.
That's the good life. And so that's a challenge. Sometimes we need to overcome that challenge and just being aware, because overcoming challenges is hard but wonderfully gratifying. If achieving goals were easy, everyone would be doing it quickly and without difficulty. Even if your vision is clear and you can articulate a detailed destiny, there will always be obstacles in the path. It's the joy and the journey of clearing those obstacles that makes life rich and helps people feel truly accomplished when they reach these successes. Right, Bobby? We have Bobby Clark Alexander from the ATL on the line today to give us some insight on overcoming challenges. Bobby, I know you see this all the time.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I was just thinking about it. I guess a lot of people would think, well, what does challenges have to do with wellness? I was thinking about that as I was pondering on the subject this morning. And it keeps down stress and anxiety, in a huge way. But you said something about awareness. That would be, for me, that's one of the key things that I usually flow by. I cannot ignore my flow, my idiosyncrasies, how I flow. You have to be well aware and acquainted with your flow, how you do things, okay? And is it conducive to the challenges or the things that you have to get accomplished? Like, for instance, when I work at home, so sometimes I get easily distracted, Eileen, and there are things in the house that if I look at it, I'll tend to maybe gravitate to it, pick it up and do it, and I have deadlines to reach, but they distract me. So what I do, I actually pack up my laptop and notes and everything, and I go to Starbucks, and I get me a little corner, and I actually decide the time that I'm going to spend in there to get the task accomplished. So I said, I'm going to stay here. It's going to take me approximately 3 hours. So I literally have to make myself stay there, sit still, and finish the task. And that's hard for us, and that's why we call it a challenge.
Most of us can't sit still.
I can't sit still for nothing.
That's
hard.
Jesus.
It's hard. And so, you know, it's like time out for kids. It's like you have to time out yourself.
Yeah.
And it's funny, Bobby, because I was, you're talking about timing out yourself, and it's funny because sometimes I think we need to really understand the differences between certain challenges. I have 3 different types of challenges, and I kind of want you to go into those after I explain them. External challenges, and these are challenges outside of your control, such as the economy, natural disasters, physical limitations, and like the political climate. 2 are internal challenges. These challenges are generally one-time issues, but you have direct control over them, such as your debt, your cash flow, time availability, your needed skills or talent. And 3, this is the one that gets us, these challenges reflect how people get in their own way. They can only be removed with behavioral changes. Those are the habitual ones that we jump, we stumble over our own feet. So can you kind of like break the ones that we can control, like the external ones you can't control it, stop sweating, stop tripping off of it. But the ones that we keep putting in our own way, Bobby, help us out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's that piggybacks right off the last statement I made. I know what my issues are, and that's what I'm saying. We have to know ourselves. It's like you can actually, kick yourself, literally kick your own self. You have to know and you have to admit what your weaknesses are. Like Bashan clearly stated, I can't sit down. How many minutes, Bashan?
I don't know, for a minute probably.
That's why we put wheels on his chair in here so he can scoot around.
Man. Look, that's why I do what I do.
And literally, Bashan, with something like that, you have to literally say, what is it that I need to do? And also, too, I would say this, I know guys hate talking about stuff like this. I wouldn't even say it, a healthcare professional. You just share with them, I need a focal point. What do I need to do so that I can be still, sit down long enough to get something accomplished? Everyone doesn't want to take any type of medication or whatever. You just high energy. You're always working out, exercising. Yeah. So that actually makes more energy. Yeah. And so,
right.
So, like when I'm speaking, if I use my hands, that is a habitual practice for me. So sometimes if I have a certain type of audience and they're really like staunch, they want the information, they want the meat, they don't want anything to stop it. What I do is I take and I make myself hold on to the dance. I make myself hold on to the podium. I continually tell myself as I'm speaking and as I'm conveying the information, I hold on both sides so that I won't use my hands to wave them so that people would get the information. So, Eileen, like you said, we have habits and we have to be aware. It goes back to that awareness, of who you really are. That's how we can really overcome. External changes, I have some friends that are not doing so well in the stock market and they're not feeling really good about it. That's something you can't control.
Right.
And what I share with them is, okay, guys, you wanted the good life. You wanted to become prosperous, and we know that the market is high risk when you really start playing it like that. And these are the things that happen. So when you got in, did you not make the decision that you were really willing to take that risk?
Right.
So if you're going to need a brown bag every day, 3 times a day with this, maybe you need to get out because you don't have the discipline of the idiosyncrasies of how the market really fluctuates.
Right, because especially with this recent, downturn, and it came back, in 2 or 3 days, but, it started going back up. But if you can't sit tight, you were going to lose your money if you, started to selling when it was low. You have to be able to hold on. You have to have faith.
Hold on when it's low, and I'm waiting to get in on one particular one, so,
you keeping your eye open.
Stay low or go lower for people, but this is a good time to get into for those who didn't want to go at the other, just do that in for free.
Right.
But, but those internal changes, your mindset and your view, Eileen, I have to say it again. It goes back to awareness. Be real, be true with you. That internal, it's a mindset.
But you know what, Bobby?
Everything is a mindset.
What's so funny is the thing about embracing the self-awareness is if you don't see the obstacle and believe it's a hindrance, you can never reach your goal. Yeah. And how many of us want to walk around with the blinders on and act like it's not affecting us?
Eileen, that's like the hot seat conversation.
Well, this is real talk, and we're talking about overcoming challenges. So the first challenge is being honest with ourselves.
It's just clear. I mean, it's denial. It's called denial. And if you hear people telling you the same thing over and over and over, and they're trying to be nice and put ice cream and sugar and
whipped cream on
top of it,
it's
almost hard sometimes to hear what the real issue is. Okay, so we need to take accountability for that when we're sharing with people. Sometimes, we have to be direct. So sometimes it's a hindrance when we're trying to tell someone something, and we cover it up with so much other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the individual does have, me, you, Bashan, we have an accountability to ourselves as adults. And even if you have to say a prayer daily, God, take the blinders off. If I'm not seeing me for who I really am and how I flow, help me to see me.
Yeah.
Okay? You really do, Bashan. I see you feeling that. You really, really do. That's really how you live the good life. Truth hurts, but it hurts so good, Eileen.
Right, exactly.
Because it gets you to that next place. And I've taken, several hits in the last 2 weeks, but guess what? I'm seeing already how they're working out for my good.
Mm-hmm.
We have to deal with truth, Bashan.
Yep. Yeah.
And sometimes you have to be still in a setback and just have faith that it's going to work itself out and stop jumping to action. Because we create habitual obstacles. We mess it up for ourselves where you want to jump and then you realize, a day later, I wish I didn't do that. If I would have just been still, it would have worked itself out. But now I created even more of a mess.
Peace be still.
Yes, that's so good.
Stop creating your own messes.
That's something that you can write down and paste it on your bathroom mirror so that you can see that every morning. Sometimes you have to be still. There's a scripture that says, be still and know that I am God. Sometimes you just have to let it do what it do. Sometimes I tell people, and some of my mentees, Eileen, I tell them this, and some of them, I remember I had an issue, and they reminded me of what I tell them, and I say, you guys are right. The teacher has to be taught sometimes or reminded. And what I do is, when there are things that are out of my control externally, and I know that I've done what I could do, there's no more I could do. So you have to settle yourself, sit your little body down, and most times what I do is I tell them, I pray and I go to sleep. I just say, God, this is the issue. I need a good night's rest, and so I'm giving this to you, and I'm sitting it on the nightstand, and I'm not going to deal with that, in my mind and in my psyche. I'm going to bed because I need rest. And it's almost always the next morning or sometimes before noon that day, it ends up working itself out.
Exactly. It ends up working itself out. So sometimes you need to do nothing. And I wish I could tell you what I was doing right now, but I will tell you when we come back from the break.
Do nothing.
Because I'm just going to do nothing because it's going to work itself out.
Yeah. That's almost scary because Eileen, that can be almost anything. But you know what? I like your boldness in it. Just do nothing, and sometimes you really do. And when you let it go, when you really let something go, it's almost like the scientists. Really, it even comes to that. when you really just don't deal with something, it's like when I want something to happen and I want it to happen early and I want it to happen quick, what happens? It's delayed.
Always.
It's pushed back.
But you know what? It's always coming right on time. So that's why you stop tripping.
You got to stop tripping, as Eileen says. Stop tripping. You know, that's a good one. That's a good
Stop tripping. Stop tripping. Stop sweating the small stuff. You know, and like I said at the beginning, if achieving goals were easy, everyone would do it quickly and without difficulty. But they're not. My father's favorite line from A Road Less Traveled is the first sentence of the book. And if you haven't read the book, I suggest you read it. Life is difficult. It's the first sentence of the book.
You know,
life is difficult.
You know, also,
once you digest that.
A lot of people are trying to they can't settle down and do what they do because they're looking at what everyone else is doing. That's another issue. You're looking at what everyone else is doing because you're not aware of who you really are. Your awareness, what's your creativity? Who are you? You know, make a commitment to yourself. What am I going to do for me? They're doing it and they're making it because they're taking the time and they're embracing who they are.
Absolutely. So I challenge everyone today, because we're discussing challenges, to challenge yourself to become aware of who you are, number one, and take a look at those things that may be, you know, hindering yourself and you may be tripping over yourself so you can live the good life. This is Eileen. This is Wellness Wednesday, and we will be right back. Doc Griggs just walked in here with, I think, about 5 pounds of fat. Yes, I said it. So I just had to be still. So I'm taking my own advice. So we will be right back. I'm going to be still.
We're going to chew the fat.
I'm going to tell him. No!
WBOK 1230 AM presents the Generations Networking Mixer, Wednesday, September 2nd, 5 to 8 p.m. at the Half Shell Oyster Bar and Grill, 3101 Esplanade Avenue. The Generations Networking Mixer is one of a kind, giving professionals of all ages the opportunity to make a connection. Featuring music from Go DJ Black and Mild, speed networking every hour, door prizes, happy hour specials, and more. It's the Generations Networking Mixer, Wednesday, September 2nd, 5 to 8 p.m. at the Half Shell Oyster Bar and Grill, 3101 Esplanade Avenue. Come out and make a connection. And don't forget to bring your business cards.
The 73rd Annual Louisiana NAACP State Conference and Convention is September 24th to 26th at Nunez Community College in St. Bernard Parish. It's time to stand up to injustice. Register now at www.lanaacp.org or call 504-613-8805 or 504-450-8596 or 504-850-8596. Brought to you by the Louisiana NAACP, pursuing liberty in the face of injustice.
Are you tired of that squeaking door, those uneven steps, or that room you want painted? Have you been looking for that trustworthy contractor that is licensed and insured that can handle all of your residential construction needs? Well, look no further. Elite Southern Solutions can handle all your residential needs. There is no job too big or too small that Elite Southern Solutions can't complete to perfection. Call them at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. To add value to your home, to update your bathroom, add that much-needed storage, or finally remodel your kitchen. Elite Southern Solutions will take care of that water leak repair, those boards that need to be replaced after termite season. Call a contractor you can trust to get the job done right the first time. And that's Elite Southern Solutions. They are fully licensed and insured and will give you peace of mind. Call them today at 504-756-7933. That's 504-756-7933. That's Elite Southern Solutions, getting the job done right the first time.
You're on the move, and so is your bank. Liberty Bank now offers you the power to manage your money from the palm of your hand with mobile banking with Liberty Bank. Whether you need to check balances, transfer money, or view transactions, mobile banking at Liberty Bank allows convenient and secure access to your money. Enroll today at www.libertybank.net and download our mobile app. You can mobile bank at Liberty Bank to keep the power in your hands. Liberty Bank, There's freedom here. Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Hello?
I need help. My hair is a mess and my man texts me telling me to be ready for 8. He has a surprise. What am I going to do? My stylist takes forever.
I got you. Call Ringlet Salon. I just left there.
Where?
Ringlet Salon. They took me within minutes and had me in and out in no time. Very professional, and I scheduled online at ringlets.com.
For real?
Girl, for real.
Does Ringlet Salon hook up your roots?
Looks like I got a perm, and you know I'm anti-chemicals. Ringlet Salon has my hair soft and bouncy. I'm getting a Brazilian Blowout Express next week. It eliminates frizz for 6 weeks.
6 weeks? Okay, I'm all about Ringlet Salon. Where are they located?
Ringlets has 2 locations, one at 4712 Paris Avenue and one in the Hilton Hotel on the river. That location validates parking for 4 hours and is open on Sunday.
Perfect for a working woman like me. That's all I needed to know. I'm going to be fresh from my man.
You will if you schedule your appointment at ringlets.com. That's ringletts.com.
Bye. Go and make my appointment with Ringlet Salon now.
L&R Security provides the good life. They make their mark in the security arena by providing excellent security services for more than 35 years, and are licensed in more than 13 states. L&R Security's team comes with a wealth of experience from the military, law enforcement, and law enforcement training. Their personnel is comprised of more than 200 employees trained in video monitoring, special event services, convention services, armed and unarmed security guards, ticket takers, executive security, personal bodyguards, hall monitors, and critical infrastructure personnel that are TSA trained. L&R Security services are provided on a 24-hour basis and have expanded to the newest technology, including video monitoring. Find them on the web at www.lrsecurity.com or call them today at 504-943-3191. Again, that number is 504-943-3191. Live the good life with L&R Security today.
Hello, this is Shantae Moore, and you're listening to WBOK 1230 AM, where it's real talk for real times.
Welcome to the good life.
But I need to.
Welcome to the good life.
The wait is over. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome back to The Good Life with me, Eileen. We are here on Wellness Wednesday, and Doc Griggs came in here with 5 pounds of fat.
You said the wait was over.
The wait is over.
The wait is over there.
You're not funny. So if you're interested to see what 5 pounds of fat looks like, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, The Good Life Radio Show, Being Eileen C on Instagram, The Good Life Radio Show, Eileen
Besides,
Carter.
you notice she got real alliteration this morning.
Or being
5 pounds of fat.
Yes,
follow us.
Honestly, because I put it up against like my waist and took a picture. I was like, "This is what 5 pounds of fat looks around your waist." It was really heavy, and I know we probably don't feel it, like in our everyday movement, but this is really heavy. It's kind of nasty looking too. It's actually very nasty looking.
Losing 5 pounds is significant. It's hugely significant.
I'm sorry, Lee let me borrow that this morning. I've been excited.
Yeah, the 5 pound. This is just it's actually simulated fat. It's a gel that looks like what's 5 pounds, and it looks very real, authentic, and it feels.
It looks
nice
nasty
and gross. But what I've used it in my demonstrations to illustrate what 5 pounds of fat really looks like, and to illustrate how important it is to celebrate losing weight. It looks like a thigh.
It looks like a 21-year-old's thigh.
Now that's.
It does. It's like that.
Now that's an interesting observation.
I mean, because it's not like a teenager. Teenager's like thin. You know what I mean? It's like a. They're just starting to hit puberty or something, like right past.
Keep going.
It looks like a thigh.
No, it's really an accomplishment though to lose any amount of weight. And even when you explain, you're like, if you lose this is a pound. You lose that's 2, that's 3, that's 4, that's 5. People don't realize that it's a big deal. If you lose 1 pound a week for a year, it's 52 pounds. That's 10 times this amount in a year. And imagine the stress you're taking off your body, how much less your body has to work to carry that around, which is why your blood, because it can relax. And when we relax, what happens? Your blood pressure goes down.
You know what, y'all?
Sugar goes down.
I really want all of y'all to follow us on the Good Life Radio Show on Facebook.
5
and you do not
pounds.
have to have, Facebook to go see. Just log on the Good Life Radio Show and go look at what 5 pounds of fat looks like. Because I'm going to be very honest. When he brought that in here, go look at what 5 pounds of fat looks like. Because when you have a visual of it and you realize that it's in your body, it really makes you want to get rid of it. Like, you have inspired me to work out for a second time today, because that is just nasty. I took a picture with it.
No, I said a piece.
No, I'm trying to get rid of that. Y'all, it is so nasty. Like, I don't even know what I was doing. Oh, goodness. I was going into products that you think are healthy, but really, really aren't. So some not so healthy products that you buy and you use and you think are working for you really aren't working. So I knew Doc Riggs would love this segment because he loves to, break things down because.
Like 5 pounds of fat.
Like 5 pounds. That is so nasty. Like some of these products you buy with your best intentions, like antibacterial soap, and you talk about that all the time.
I do?
Toothpaste you does that prevent cavities. I'm sitting next to this 5 pound thing. Y'all, it's so nasty.
I think it likes you.
A humidifier. Oh my gosh, take it away. But every day these different things can trigger your allergies, leave your skin with infection. We're gonna name the fat Fred and cause problems if used incorrectly. So good news, there are simple fixes to these things, and that's why we have Doc Griggs here to help us out with this. Because number one, your loofah. How do people say it?
Yeah,
Ew.
Loofah. Your loofah can be really, really. What happens is it works great to exfoliate and clean your body, but the thing is, it's the hygiene of it. We leave it around and it sits, and bacteria can grow on your loofah, which you end up just kind of spreading and circulating all over your body.
Oh, thanks, Doc Griggs.
No problem.
So what should we do to fix this?
You can throw them in the dishwasher. You can wash them. You can change your loofah. Actually.
So everybody listening out there, half of y'all use loofahs. I already know. So when was the last time you cleaned your loofah? I know you didn't do it. So throw it in the dishwasher when you have a load in there. And they said, you can still use one, or maybe choose one that has natural fibers and not the plastic ones, because they have enzymes that control bacteria, mold, and the mildew growth. Because, bacteria, fungi, and mold and all that can grow. And if you have any small wound on your body, like when you're shaving or anything like that, and then you're scrubbing that bacteria back into those open wounds, which creates
more
bacteria in wounds. So these are, products that you think are healthy but may not really be helping you. The next one is the humidifier. Hooking up a humidifier can bring you much needed relief from cold weather ailments like stuffy noses and dry skin. But, medical directors have said that having too much moisture in the air can turn your home into a breeding ground for dust mites. And for people who have allergies, you may not be knowing why you're still having issues with it, but you're basically feeding the problem.
Not even just that. There's the chance that the bacteria can grow in the water that's in the humidifier if we don't clean it out.
Oh, so if you don't clean your humidifier, and then you're blowing out mold.
Exactly.
And you can't breathe
mold
it.
And bacteria, listeria, legionnaires, a whole nine.
Bobby, are you listening to all this? This is so nasty.
I'm listening real attentively.
Hey, Bobby, have you met Fred?
Fred, the 5 pound fat.
Fred, the 5 pounds of fat.
Please go check us out.
That's Eileen's friend.
No, I'm getting rid of every ounce of it. Now, when you see this, y'all, I'm not even kidding. When you see fat and what it really looks like, I promise you want to get rid of it. I'm just, oh my gosh.
If you keep calling Fred fat, he's going to get a complex.
He should. He's nasty looking. The next one is cotton swabs. Even though we all feel that gunky wax exists, but to protect your delicate inner ear structures from dust and debris, right? So it's healthy. But if it builds up, you can cause acne or annoying feeling of fullness. That's why you might routinely dig out whatever's in there with Q-tips. But some things, doctors don't recommend them.
You're never supposed to stick anything in your ear.
See,
one of the common, and not just it's self-inflicted wounds, but a common wound seen to kids is when parents go in and try to clean their kid's ear by sticking and not gauging how far they're going, and they end up puncturing their ear. What the cotton swab is for is actually to clean the outside of the ear and get inside the curves and the bends, but never stick anything in your ear. There are solutions, there's wax, there's oil, there's things that can clean out your ear. And the wax serves a purpose. The wax helps keep the debris, helps keep bacteria from getting to the skin and to the delicate structures of the inner ear. So it serves a purpose. Wax isn't bad.
So see, y'all, stop digging all up in your ears. That's the good life. Now, this is one.
It's itching mean, like in there. I mean, I
No,
have,
but, like-
allergies sometimes. I mean, sometimes you just got to get that in.
Yeah, no.
Like that immediate part they say where you can take your finger and, glide, that part you can keep clean. But like sticking a Q-tip all up in your ear?
No.
No.
And that itch is usually probably you need to clean it. You can clean your ear with, again, there's solutions that you can use, and you can put the cotton swab on the outside and let it come out. A lot of times that itch will also come from the inside from your sinus cavity being inflamed or irritated. So take
Go
an
to your
antihistamine.
doctor. Take an antihistamine. Don't stick anything in your ear. We like your eardrum.
Yeah.
When you're old age, you don't have your hearing anyway, so don't
she's on a roll today.
No, like you. Wow. Like you. This is one that Dr. Riggs loved. Antibacterial soap. He loves this one.
Oh.
For so long we'd scrub up aiming to kill germs. There was antibacterial everything. There's antibacterial, dishwashing liquid. Antibacterial, we have to all carry it. Now everybody has to have a dab for their kids when they touch things. Everywhere you go, especially when you're at Jazz Fest and different festivals. I know I have them, but I have learned that Dr. Riggs told me not to do it. Take a wet wipe or something. That's much cleaner for you.
So people have the misconception that the antibacterial kill the bacteria and the dirt on your hands. What it actually is, it's the friction of rubbing your hands together. And all the soap does, you can take fat and you make soap. And what the soap helps do, it helps the bacteria slide off your hands as you're rubbing them together. You ever notice that when people tell you if you get a wound, like if your kid's outside or playing, they tell you just run some water on it to clean it out? That's the friction helps remove all the bacteria. Antibacterial soaps are good in a pinch, but otherwise just use soap and rub your hands together.
Wow.
Just use soap. Stay away from the antibacterial.
Doc, I had a sixth grade teacher, and we were in adolescence, stage, and she told us, she said, soap and water will get anything and everything clean. She used to say that all the time. Soap and water.
True.
Y'all, the basics. Like, don't eat margarine, eat butter. And that wasn't even on my list. That was just free. But my next one on my list is, seriously.
Not fat-free margarine.
Fat-free margarine. Because it actually adds fat because your body can't break it down. So it just sits in there like, what am I going to do with that? You see, I pay attention on Wellness Wednesday. I really do, Dr. Riggs.
Really
see,
does.
look.
She
You
does.
appreciate
She
this.
does.
Huh? Yeah.
do.
Eat butter. Eat butter. That's the good life. Your chair is your next health risk that you don't think is your health risk. The risk of sitting keep piling up. An increased risk of heart disease, obesity, and the mortality rate is going up just because you sit all day. Unfortunately, research also shows that even if you're a regular exerciser, it's not enough to offset sitting all day during your commute at work and then at night in front of the TV. Y'all stop sitting. Unless you get a stand-up desk, you're probably like, how am I going to change this? But you can move just a little bit more. They say that light walking for 2 minutes out of every hour reduce the mortality risk by 23%. Did y'all hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Light walking for 2 minutes out of every hour reduces your mortality rate by 23% compared to spending the full time on your bottom all day. So get up. Go get a glass of water. So get up throughout the day, get your glass of water. You're moving, you're going to live longer, you're going to be here for your kids, you'll have generational health, and that's the good life. Right, Doc Riggs?
I really like the fact that you're letting people know that exercising, just because you exercise doesn't mean that's enough if you sit all day.
Yeah, it's not working.
Yeah.
It's not the good life.
Not the good life.
Because nothing's moving around in your body. Now, this one I thought was really kind of nasty. Sorry, y'all, but I have to share. Your blender. You wash your blender. Do you wash your blender every time you use it? No, you don't. You're probably skipping one of the most important parts, the blender gasket, because people will blend the little top part. They rinse it out, but they don't really get all the little bottom part. So do you know what can get in there? Nasty stuff. Salmonella, E. coli, yeast, and mold. And it is the third germiest item in your kitchen. Did you know that? That's really nasty. So please put your blender in the gasket part in the dishwasher.
Yes.
It's really nasty. Or make sure you clean it.
Yes.
I bet y'all haven't thought about that. But see, this is a good life. I attempt to bring it to your attention.
Yes.
And we're going to try to go through these next two so I can get them all in because I really wanted you to know them. Nail tools, like when you clean your fingernails and you cut your cuticles and all that, please clean that, y'all, because that's
just gross.
Yeah, like because you clean your toes and everything. Yeah, let's just be clear. Y'all are laughing, but I'm like so serious. Like
really
I'm
serious.
trying to give y'all the good life. That's how you get infections in your toes because you're not cleaning this stuff. Okay, another one is a rubber spatula. How many times do you just rinse the rubber spatula? You don't. But the little gunk gets around like the side.
Yeah, and rubber is porous, so things get absorbed. It's spongy, so anytime it sponges, expands and contracts, so things can get caught in. How about just buy a new spatula?
Yes, you can do that too. Buy a new spatula. You can go to the dollar store. That's a good life. It's probably $1 over there. And last but not least, y'all are really going to enjoy this, so Lee doesn't kill me for going over time. Stuffed animals. What could possibly go wrong with stuffed animals? A lot. Dust mites and everything living in that. If you are allergic, if you have allergies or all that kind of stuff.
If you have a young child and it's
get rid of the stuffed
the change
animals.
of season and they're sneezy and they're snotty and they sneeze and wipe their face and whatever else on the animal, it festers and grows.
So, y'all, you should, actually I was reading here, you should keep maybe 1 or 2 on your kid's bed, not more than that. The rest of them keep them on the shelf. Trade them out every couple of weeks so they don't get all nasty. And this was an interesting one. They said you can wrap them in a plastic bag and stash them in the freezer overnight, and it kills mites.
Nice.
Y'all like that? See, that's the good life. I try to give y'all little random tidbits of information that you can take home, and you can live the good life too. Because on... what's today? Around 10 o'clock, I like to eat. So make sure you meet me at Neo's because that is the good life. Eat their specials. Today is cabbage. So make sure you go over there because that is the good life. They are located at 3340 Bienville Street, 3340 Bienville Street. That is the good life. Everything over there is good. And nope, I gave you the wrong special. So don't do that. It's Wednesday. It's mustard greens. Look, they can go get some fat. 6-ounce ribeye steak or smothered pork chop. That's one of Aiden's favorites. Mustard greens, ribeye steak, or smothered pork chop. And y'all, the steak is $9.75. Where else are you going to get that? Wednesday specials at Neo's, 3340 Bienville Street. Meet me there for lunch because I will be eating the greens because that's the good life.
You going to take Freddie?
I'm not taking this 5 pounds of fat. But this is Eileen. No, this is what I have to say to you.
No!
And I'm out.